My grandmother left me one final gift before she passed away, a life-changing inheritance she said I had earned through years of standing by her when everyone else disappeared. I thought my family would be happy for me. Instead, my older brother looked me in the eyes and said, "You don't deserve it. I have a wife and kids. That money belongs to me." When my own mother demanded I hand it over or lose my family forever, I made one quiet decision. I booked a one-way flight. By sunrise, my phone showed 43 missed voicemails from Dad. My name is Ethan, and for years I was the invisible son. Whenever my parents needed help driving Grandma to appointments, they called me. Whenever Grandma needed groceries, repairs around the house, or someone to stay overnight after surgery, I was there. My brother Ryan always had the same excuse: "I'm busy. I have a family." Grandma never complained. She simply smiled every time I walked through her front door. One afternoon, while drinking tea together, she quietly said something that would stay with me forever. "People show you who they are with their time, not their words." I didn't understand what she meant until months after her funeral. The lawyer called everyone into his office. Grandma had divided a few sentimental belongings among the family. Then came the final page. Her savings, her investments, and the lake cabin she loved. Everything had been left to me. The room went completely silent. Ryan exploded. "This has to be fake." Mom immediately turned toward me. "You'll split it with your brother, right?" I simply answered. Grandma made her decision. That single sentence destroyed the room. For the next week, the pressure became unbearable. Ryan called dozens of times. He accused me of stealing from his children. He told relatives I manipulated Grandma. Soon cousins, aunts, and even family friends started sending messages saying I should do the right thing. Then Mom sent the message that changed everything: "Transfer half the inheritance today, or don't ever come home again." I stared at my phone for several minutes. Then I closed the conversation, opened my laptop, and booked a one-way flight across the country. If my family only saw me as a wallet, then I would stop being available. That evening, I contacted my lawyer. Every account connected to the inheritance was secured. The cabin ownership was transferred into a trust. Every legal document was updated. Nobody could pressure me into signing anything. Around midnight, Dad started calling. Again. I muted my phone. When I landed the next morning, I finally looked. 43 missed voicemails. Most were angry. Some demanded I come back immediately. Others threatened lawsuits that had absolutely no legal basis. Then the final voicemail played. Dad's voice sounded completely different. He quietly admitted something I never expected. Ryan had already borrowed huge amounts of money from relatives. He was drowning in debt. They had planned to use my inheritance to rescue him. Not because Grandma wanted it, but because they believed I'd eventually give in. For the first time in my life, I realized I wasn't losing my family. I was escaping years of emotional manipulation. Months later, I bought a small home near my new job. I renovated Grandma's cabin exactly the way she always wanted. Above the fireplace, I placed one framed photo of us together. Beneath it were the words she once told me: "People show you who they are with their time, not their words." I never heard another demand for my inheritance again, because once they realized guilt no longer worked, they finally stopped calling. Sometimes the greatest inheritance isn't money. It's finally seeing the truth. The people who truly love you don't measure your worth by what you can give them. Walking away cost me a family built on entitlement, but it gave me something far more valuable: peace, and for the first time in my life, freedom.